Alright, good morning BA 25 students. So today we will be having our self-directed learning. So I will be recording this discussion on BA 25, which is a continuation of what we tackled last meeting. So last meeting, konting recap lang tayo. Na discuss natin, di ba, yung concept ng management, na yung mga manager, one of the things that they have to perform, one of their roles and skills that they have to acquire is itong concept ng human resource management. Okay? So, essential ang human resource management sa lahat ng mga managers in any field or industry. So, napag-usapan din natin, lahat tayo nag-agree that people are the greatest asset of an organization, because whatever an organization does, human beings are the prime actors. That's why we consider them as the greatest asset compared to other resources of organization. Okay? So they can turn valued resources into even more valuable assets. So napag-usapan din natin how human resource management could be of help for organization to attain competitive advantage. Okay? So, ano pa yung mga pinag-usapan natin? Na-define din natin, na-explain din natin that human capital is the key differentiator for organizations to have competitive advantage. Okay? Pinakita ko rin yung mga various pronouncement ng mga business owners, CEOs, okay, leaders, and how they provide or how they make people as their main source of power. Tulad ng sinabi ni Manuel Pangilinan ng Meralco. Okay, so that's why it's important for organizations to have an effective human resource management. Okay, kasi vital yan for the competitiveness of organizations. Okay, I also showed you this practices of successful organization, and it's like what I have mentioned, that most of these would fall along human resource management practices. So nakakatulong talaga yung HR strategies, mga practices, programs to achieve business goals and even enhance business performance. Okay, we define what is human resource management. So I hope that you will be able to memorize one of the definitions that we have discussed. Okay? We also highlighted in our discussion that HRM is important to all managers because of the following reasons. Okay? Hindi lang essential yung HR management sa HR department, but essential ito sa lahat ng mga managers. Right, so today we will be discussing these functions of human resource management. Okay, so I will be discussing here the two groups or two types of functions of human resource management, which is operative HR functions and strategic HR function. Okay, so we will be differentiating what is strategic and operative HR. Explain natin bakit importante ang strategic human resource management. We will be listing also, identifying ano yung mga operative functions of HRM, and you will be classifying strategic and operative tasks and activities of an HR manager. Okay? So, now that we understand that HR is important to all managers, so there are two facets now of HR function: strategic HR and operative HR function. So both of these are fundamental concepts that could lead or help organization to succeed. So when we say strategic HR, strategic human resource management, we are talking about nabas ko na lang. Okay, we are talking about aligning the human resource management strategies with the long-term goals and overall vision and mission of the organization. So, yung mga activities dito would likely be about forecasting the future HR needs, developing policies and practices to meet yung HR needs, ensuring that organization has a competitive and skilled workforce para ma-achieve natin yung mga strategic objectives. So, strategic HRM is a proactive, focusing on long-term outcomes and integrating human resource management with the strategic management process of the organization. Operational HR naman, on the other side, deals with the day-to-day activities required to manage the human resources of an organization effectively. So, ang focus nito is more on the immediate needs and concerns of employees and the organization, so that we could ensure that yung ating mga HR operations are running smoothly. So, pag titignan natin, ang operational HR is more on the administrative and transactional part. So, it means it deals with the implementation of policies and procedures. So, dito papasok ngayon yung mga specific activities sa HR, which are recruitment and selection, payroll and benefits, employee relations, HR planning, and the like. Okay? Next. So, yung sinasabi ko kanina, pag strategic HR, inherently future-oriented, focusing on the long-term growth and development of an organization. Okay? Sa operative HR, it deals with the immediate day-to-day requirements of managing the workforce. So, it focuses on the practical aspects of HR management, ensuring that the current needs of both employees and the organization are promptly met. Okay, so this includes na yung mga wide range of administrative and support functions that keep the human resources of a company running smoothly. Okay. So, lagi nating tandaan na ang strategic HRM, it lays the foundation for the different HR operative functions. So, para siyang framework which nagiging basis natin sa lahat ng mga operational HR functions. Okay? Strategic HRM ensures that all the operative functions of human resource management are linked and vertically integrated to the business of the organization. Okay? So, yung strategic HRM, it lays the foundation for operational HR functions by ensuring they are not isolated activities but are integrally and coherently linked to the overall business strategy. So, merong vertical integration na lahat ng mga HR initiative would contribute to the larger organizational goals, creating a unified and strategic approach to manage the organization's most valuable asset, which is its people, okay, or human capital. So, sabi nga ni David Ulrich, so one of the modern or most famous author of or the father of modern HR, yan yung tawag sa kanya. Ang HR is not just about HR. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, in-explain ka natin na ang HR hindi lang para sa mga HR department. Na ang focus lang doon sa mga HR operative function, hindi. But they can be a strategic partner in achieving business objectives and gaining competitive edge in the marketplace. Okay? So, pwede makatulong ang human resource management. Actually, David Ulrich, sinasabi niya na HR are strategic partner. So, they are deeply integrated in the strategic planning process of the organization. Kaya kailangan meron din silang understanding kung ano ang business, kung paano nag-operate ang business, paano kumikita ang business ng organization, ano yung kanyang mga product and services, dapat alam niya yung mga yun so that makapag-create sila ng mga HR strategies that will contribute directly to achieving business goals. And also, HR must focus on delivering tangible value to the business. This means that HR initiatives should be measurable in terms of their impact on business performance, such as increased productivity, profitability, and market share. Okay? So, according to David Ulrich, sinasabi niya dito that HR plays a critical role, or they are a critical driver of business value that will help organization succeed in the or win in the marketplace. Okay? Yun yung concept ng strategic HRM. It is intricately linked with the overall strategy of the organization. Then they will be creating HR strategies that will help not only to survive yung company but thrives in its marketplace. So, yung alignment na yan sa strategic HRM, transform HR from a support function to a key player in business success. So, ano ba ang definition ng strategic HRM? So, formulating and executing HR policies and practices that produce the employee competencies and behaviors the company needs to achieve its strategic aims by Dessler. Okay? So, let me give you this diagram para mas maintindihan natin. So, as you can see in here, meron tayong dito yung mga tinatawag na company strategic plan. Okay, mapapag-aralan nyo to sa BA27 sa strategic management. But through environmental assessment, environmental analysis, gagawa ngayon ang organization ng strategic plan. So ito yung mga vision, mission, goals and objectives ng organization. At then, pwedeng pumasok ang HR dyan, i-align niya yung mga different HR strategies, yung mga HR policies, mga HR practices on how to recruit, select, train, appraise, and compensate people to achieve the strategic plan. So there is an alignment. Hindi ka gagawa ng mga activities, ng mga policies, strategies na hindi konektado or makakatulong na ma-achieve yung ating goals and objectives, especially yung ating mga strategic plan. Okay? So dito pumapasok ngayon ang human resource management. Nakakatulong siya na pagandahin yung organizational performance to achieve our strategic plan. Okay, another diagram. As you can see in here, we have our strategic goals and aims. Basically, pag meron tayong mga goals and objectives, tatanungin natin yung sarili natin. Okay? Do we have the right number of employees? Meron ba silang right behaviors and skills so that we will be able to attain or achieve our strategic aim? So dito papasok ngayon ang human resource management. Gagawa sila ng mga policies, ng mga practices that will enable the company to produce the necessary employee behavior and skills. So they will do that through proper HR planning, recruitment selection, training and development, properly rewarding and compensating people, and the like. Okay? So I will give you a clearer scenario on how strategic HR management works. So let's say, for example, we have here our organizational goal. Okay, that is to launch the product line, and of course, makikita natin dito na increase yung kanyang market share and revenue by 20% within the 12 months. So that's the organizational goal. And then from that, gagawa ngayon yung organization ng kanyang strategic HR. Okay? So, it could be ensuring that the company has the right people para ma-attain natin yan. They have the right skills and strategies in place to meet this goal. Okay? So, mag-create tayo ng magandang recruitment strategy, mag-create tayo ng ng training programs, at saka we have to properly compensate and reward people to be able to attract and retain the best talent in the marketplace. And then, this strategic HR role will be simplified, okay, or transformed into operational goals. So dito na pumapasok ngayon yung operative HR function that it handles now the implementation of these strategies on the ground, ensuring that employees are recruited, trained, and supported to achieve yung ating organizational goals. So mas specific na yung mga gagawin nila dito, yung mga activities compared dito sa organizational goal and strategic HR. Okay? So in this example, makikita natin that the strategic HR creates the plan that is based from the organizational goal. And then, from that, operative HR will execute etong mga strategic HR plan. So, ensuring na meron pa ring alignment between organizational goals and our workforce. So, together, yung strategic HR at sa cooperative HR, they ensure that the company is equipped to meet its objectives efficiently and effectively. Okay, so that's strategic human resource management. Now, we proceed to the operative areas naman, operative functions of human resource management. Okay, so we have here now the 8 areas of the HR operative function. So, papayawan lang natin to because ito yung mga pag-uusapan natin as we go on with our class. Okay, so yan, people resourcing, performance management, learning and development. Ano ba yan? Reward management, employee relations, health and safety, and HR services. So, we'll just pass through, no? Konti, hindi ko na masyadong explain yung mga operative function. So, under the job organization and information, basically there are 3 main activities here that HR could be involved. Doon sa organization design, doon sa pag-create ng organizational structure, tutulong ang HR dyan. Organization development, if you wanted to make some improvement, you have to change something for the improvement of the organization, pwedeng pumasok na naman ang human resource management dyan. Job analysis, isa ito sa mga main functions ng human resource management. So it's about determining the skills and duties and knowledge required in performing the jobs inside the organization. So basically ang output dyan, job description and job specification. And also we have people resourcing. So this includes now the following activities from human resource planning, recruitment, selection, onboarding, retention, exit management. Okay, parte rin yan ng trabaho ng human resources under the operative HR function. Ito na yung mga day-to-day na ginagawa nila from time to time. This is the bulk of their daily operations. So they have to conduct HR planning, recruitment, selection, onboarding, retention, and exit management. Another area is along performance management. So basically, it's about evaluating performance of employees inside the organization, ng kanilang team, ng kanilang department. So that includes performance appraisal, grievance handling, discipline handling, and identifying also learning and development needs. Because based on the performance appraisal, you could determine ano yung mga hindi nila na-meet na mga targets, ano pa yung mga kulang nila na skills, okay, saan sila nagkukulang, and the like. Then we have here learning and development. So this is number 4 of the operative function. So this includes now education and training, personal development, managerial development, career management, and also facilitating the organization to become a learning organization. Next is yung number 5, rewards management. So this includes now developing and managing salary, structures, systems, and scales, developing a performance pay systems, developing and managing benefits, and even part din dito yung mga non-financial rewards. Okay. And number 6, Employee relation. This includes now industrial relations, employee communication, and employee voice. So basically, it's about making it sure that the organization, the management, and the people of that organization have positive and productive relationship with one another. So that includes now yung mga collective bargaining, resolving collective disputes, and even employee discipline are part of the employee relation operative functions. Then number 7, yung health, safety, and welfare. Of course, part of human resource management is also to ensure that yung ating mga workplace are conducive for work. Okay, it must also be humane yung mga conditions. So that's why mini-monitor dyan yung mga work environments. So tumutulong din ang human resource management dyan. And that also includes yung mga welfare services. Then lastly, yung HR services. So yung making sure that you are properly implementing yung mga labor law, regulation, and codes of practice, ensuring that the organization are compliant with this relevant law and regulations along employment protection, health and safety, equal opportunity, and the rest. And even the pagdevelop ng mga HR systems. So tumutulong din ang human resource management dyan. Okay, so yon yung 8 key operative HR functions in comparison sa ating strategic HRM. Okay, so yung na-mention ko na mga HR functions, its function interacts with and affects the others, and all should be aligned with the organization's strategic plan. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, the HR function is not just a single department working in isolation. It is made up of multiple interconnected functions like recruitment, training, performance management, compensation, and employee relations. So each of these functions interacts with and impact the others. So parang kanyan HR is like the glue that holds all people-related processes, ensuring that the workforce is equipped, motivated, and aligned to achieve organization's vision, mission, goals, and objectives. And I also want to reiterate to you this authority that emanates from the HR department. They perform both the line and staff authority. So this reflects yung multifaceted role ng HR within the organization. So na-discuss sa organization and management yung concept ng line function, staff function, line authority, staff authority, and even line managers and staff managers. So pag line authority, this refers to the power to make decisions that affect the main operation of the organization. So in the HR context, meron siyang line authority because the HR manager can directly influence key aspects of employee management. Staff authority, on the other hand, is more on advisory role. So in this role, yung HR nagpo-provide ng guidance, ng support, and expertise to the other departments and managers in the organization. So example ng HR's line authorities yung when you enforce company policies. So dapat lahat ay mag-comply. Okay? Doon naman sa HR staff authority, if you are advising a certain department on how to apply family leave policies or navigate to the complexities of law. So if you are providing expert advice to other departments on implementing HR policies, staff authority yan. Okay, pag offer ka rin ng mga training programs and professional development advice, Okay, even though hindi naman yung HR department yung or yung mga employee na nandun ang mag-undergo ng training, you are providing resources and guidance for their development. Staff authority is also, for example, you are assisting departments in developing their recruitment strategies. And hindi naman ikaw yung magde-decide kung sino ang ma-hire, kundi yung line manager na merong vacancy. So, yung HR magpo-provide ng framework, magpo-provide ng mga tools, ng guidelines para ma-select ng maayos yung kung sino yung kukunin ng mga line managers. Okay, so there is a duality of role of HR in exercising both line and staff authority. So, they perform both line and staff function. Okay, so yan na-discuss ko na rin kanina to line managers in connection with the line authority and staff authority. So pag line managers, they manage the operational functions that are crucial for the company's survival. Pag staff managers naman, so sila yung mga departments that are advisory or supportive or they are supporting yung ating mga crucial departments. Okay, so yung mga departments na mayroong advisory or supportive role is purchasing, HRM, quality control, and the rest. Okay, so staff manager, so usually yung mga HR manager yan, mga HR department, purchasing, HRM, and quality control. So they are assisting line managers along recruitment, hiring, compensation, and the other 8 operative functions I discussed kanina. Okay. So now let's discuss who is a human resource management professional. So a human resource management professional is someone who normally acts in advisory or staff capacity, working with other managers to help them address human resource matters. Okay? So, yung mga HR professional, they don't directly manage employees in the same way as line managers, but they work in an advisory or supportive role, helping other managers handle human resource matters effectively. Alright, so ayun. So aside from the line and staff function ng HR management, meron din tayong tinatawag na coordinative function. So ibig sabihin yan, the HR manager or the HR department acts as a functional authority by ensuring that line managers in other departments follow the organization's HR policies and practices. So dapat fairly or applicable lahat yan, walang exempted. So ang ginagawa ng HR sa coordinative function is to coordinate and control yung pag-implement ng mga HR policies and practices across the company. So they had to ensure that all departments will implement yung mga HR policies para ma-maintain natin yung company-wide standards. But yung mga line managers, sila pa rin ang responsible dun sa kanilang mga team. Okay? So kung yung line function ng HR department, they are directly managing employees in the HR department or related areas. Yung staff function naman, they act as advisor to top executives and line managers to support strategic decisions. And coordinative function, ensuring that there is consistent implementation of HR policies across departments. Okay? So this is also what I've been telling you in this introduction, that all line managers are considered as HR managers. So there is a partnership, a shared responsibility between line managers and HR professionals to make it sure that yung ating mga HR policies, programs are applied in the organizations. Okay? And then last section of our discussion will be the composition and structure of HR department, and also ano ba yung mga qualifications ng isang human resource manager. So pag sinasabi natin composition and structure of the HR department, we are referring to the structure on how HR is being created and grouped and implemented in various organizations such as yung mga meron ba silang HR department, divisions, sections, units. So yun yung concept nandito na pag-uusapan natin. So the structure of the human resource management is often tailored to the specific needs, size, industry, and culture of a company. So walang one size fits all HR structure. Rather, it should align with the strategic objectives of the organization and be flexible enough to adapt dun sa mga changes sa mga business environment kung saan sila nag-ooperate. Okay? So ano yung mga factors na naka-influence dun sa HR structure? Number 1, size. Okay? Pag mas maliit yung company, it might have a single HR person or a small team handling lahat ng mga HR functions. While larger corporations, it requires robust and also specialized HR departments. Okay? Pag large company naman, of course, mas marami, di ba? Habang lumalaki yung organization, dumadami yung empleyado. So there is a need for specialized HR teams for functions like recruitment, training and development, compensation, employee relations, and the rest. Another influencing factor for HR structure is the industry. Okay, the industry can dictate what type of HR structure is needed. Okay. Let's say, for example, if you are in the technology industry, ang focus siguro ng HR dyan is more on recruitment, selection, training and development, performance management. While manufacturing companies might emphasize yung mga labor relations, compliance. Okay? So, ang structure nila dyan sa mga manufacturing firms maybe nakafocus sa mga labor relations specialist, safety compliance officer. Pag nasa tech industry ka naman, yung department nyo would be siguro mga talent acquisition team and learning and development departments. Okay? Ano pa yung mga other factor that could affect HR structure? Yung inyong business strategy. Yung regulatory environment. Okay? If your company is operating in unheavily regulated industries, they might have HR structure with specialist focus on compliance and labor relations. Okay? And even also yung how your company operates, whether you are multinational companies, so kino-consider din yan. Right? So that could be the possible reasons or factors that would affect structure of HR department. So let's try to look an example dito sa small company. Ano yung structure sa isang small business? So pag titignan mo rito, walang specific na HR function na nakalagay, di ba? So wala silang formal human resource unit. So other managers handles the HR function, and most of the time yung manager at saka owner, siya na rin yung HR manager. Siya na rin yung nag-handle ng mga human resource function. And pag ganitong setup ng small business, ang focus na HR activity dito is more on hiring and retaining capable employees. So talagang dito meron tayong tinatawag na HR generalist structure. Okay? So yung owner, manager, lahat ng HR functions from recruitment, employee relations to benefits administration, trabaho niya. Okay? Then we have the medium-sized firm. So once the firm grows, A separate staff function may be required to coordinate HR activities. So, makikita mo na meron ng HR manager. Hindi na yung owner, hindi na yung president yung gumagawa ng trabaho ng human resource management. Although, there is still a little specialization here. So, generalist pa rin yung ating HR manager. So, siya na yung, meron na kayong department. So, sana yung nagka-handle. Okay, or kaya meron din siyang small team dyan that could help him or her function or perform yung mga functions ng human resource management. And then, sa mas malaking company naman, meron na silang tinatawag na HR specialist. Okay? Kanina dun sa dalawa, HR generalist. Dito, meron na tayong tinatawag na mga HR specialist. So, meron na siyang separate section that are created and placed under the human resource manager. So, yan na yung mga specific na or specialists. So, large organizations have HR specialists who now focus on specific areas of human resource management. So, this allows for a deeper focus and expertise in HR function. So, makikita natin as the organization grows, yung HR functions transition from being a generalist into specialist. Okay? So, pag sinasabi natin generalist, ito yung professional who is capable of handling a wide range of responsibilities within their field. So, from the word generalist, general. Okay? So, they perform or they are involved in various functions such as recruiting, training, employee relations, payroll, benefits, compliance with the labor law. So, they have a broad skill set and that allows them to be flexible and adept at managing multiple aspects of human resource. And we have also here yung mga executives, sila yung kinako-consider na generalists. Okay? And then we have here now the specialists. These are individuals who has a deep focus and high level of expertise in particular niche or aspect of the field. So they work in specific areas such as the following nakalagay dito. Okay? So yung kanilang roles are more concentrated with individuals becoming subject matter experts in their specific area. So they provide detailed knowledge and technical skills needed for complex HR functions. So yung generalist, isipin na lang natin na they are the jack of all trades in their field. They are capable of dealing with wide spectrum of issues. Pag executives naman, they are generalists. And pag executives, sinasabi natin na they are leaders, decision makers who set the course and ensure the department meets its goals. Specialists naman, they are experts in a very or in a particular area, providing in-depth knowledge and skill in that area. Okay? And then ultimately, we have here now, pahapayawan lang natin to, ano ba yung mga qualifications ng isang HR manager. Okay? So, number 1, dapat meron siyang healthy attitude, yung kanyang personal qualifications. Kasi ang role ng HR manager, multi-faceted yan. And it requires a combination of personal attributes, professional skills and qualifications, and even work experience. Okay? So, dapat na mentality ng isang or attitude ng isang HR manager is dapat meron siyang positive view towards people. Okay? Kaya nga, di ba, tinanong ko nung discussion natin last meeting that do you believe or do you agree that people are the greatest asset of the organization? So, dapat ang tingin mo sa mga empleyado, workers, the workforce, human capital ninyo, positive. Okay? And aside from that, you should be fair, just, courageous. Dapat meron kang magandang interpersonal skills, empathy, communication skills, integrity, fairness and justice, courage, and even course, yung pinaka-importante dito is yung patience, because you will be dealing with various employees, and even you will be dealing with yung mga issues ng mga empleyado, and that requires patience and the ability to remain calm under pressure. Okay. Then we have here naman mga professional qualifications. Importante rin ito, that the HR manager should have at least man lang meron tayong background. You took some subjects, courses in human behavior, organizational behavior, HR management. Kaya nga pag titignan mo, itong HR management, applicable lahat yan sa lahat ng mga managers. Kinukuha yan, pinapag-aralan yan sa college, and even in the graduate school. Okay, so ito dapat yung mga kakailanganin ng mga skills and competencies. You must have knowledge of HR principles. Dapat meron kang strategic thinking, meron kang problem solving skills, organizational skills, so that you will be able to handle multiple tasks and complex projects. Dapat meron ka ding leadership skill. You should be able to inspire, trust, and motivate your team and broader workforce. And also importantly, yung negotiation skills. So dapat meron ka ring professional qualifications, meron kang education, background in HR, business ad, or at least man lang meron kang mga tapos na courses, subjects. And mas maganda kung meron kang certifications, so that you could enhance yung inyong knowledge, skills. Okay? Then we have number 3, work experience. Okay? So HR managers should also have knowledge of the specific industry their organization operates in, so that they could create and inform decisions, and they could use that to base yung kanilang mga HR related decisions. Technical skill are also relevant. Alright, so that's the introduction of human resource management. I hope that you were enlightened on what is HR all about, and as we go on with our discussion, I hope that you will be having more of these discussions, and magkakaroon pa kayo ng mas in-depth na understanding sa mga different HR operative functions na shinare ko kanina. So thank you for listening, and see you on our next meeting.